Hi guys, Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench, and another review for you today. I've received a box this morning from these guys at Premium Hobbies. One of the items I got I was expecting, the rest I wasn't, so expect some reviews coming up in the next few days of some new tools and stuff and some handy little bits and pieces. This is the main part of the box that I received, and this is the fairly new, it's not brand new, it's a fairly new kit from Infinity Models, which is HPH. Now, if you remember back about a year ago, I did a review of the HPH 148B52. If you haven't seen that, go take a look. There's a few reviews. It's such a massive kit, you can't do it all in one. It's beautiful. And after doing that review, they got some sales and contacted me and said, as soon as this kit is available, we will send you one. Well, never heard anything from them. So, I had an email from Ed the other day. He asked if I ever got one. I said nope, and he said I'll send you one because he's doing these at a special price. The price of this kit retails $99.99. I did see them at the show in Thornbury on Sunday at that price. He's got them discounted to $89.95. There is another code you can use, NMB10, that's Nigel's Modelling Bench 10, and get another 10% off. So basically you can get this £100 kit for £81, which is quite a decent discount. So get on over to, if you like this kit when you see it, get on over to Premium Hobbies, get yourself one ordered and save yourself £20 over the retail price, well, nearly £20. So anyway, you can see it's still sealed up, so I haven't had a look inside. They all come wrapped in cellophane like this, so that's a nice touch. See, it's just a basically simple sort of design really around the box. We've got the address of HPH models there. They're saying it's skill level 3, so it's hard. 132nd aircraft series number 1, fuselage length 350mm. I also noticed on the side of the box here, if we flip this around, where did I see it? I saw it somewhere. Oh, it's on the end. So we've got the same on the other side basically, and then on the end of the box here we've got a nice white pencil drawn image or line drawn image, barcode there, and not a barcode, is it? It's DMC, isn't it? And then we've got 47.8 centimetre wingspan. Now that's massive, okay? And we've got a 35 centimetre length. So this has got some humongous wings on it. 14 centimetres high, 319 parts, as you can see there. So it's quite a heavy model. It's a decent sized box as well. The box is, what is it? 380mm long and 250mm tall, so that's like what, 13 inches, 10 inches, and it's quite a decent sized box. But that wingspan here are 480mm basically, which is, what's that? That's nearly 2 feet, isn't it? I think. So it's quite a size. And if you've got, you know, if you're into your US Navy World War II aircraft, then you know it's really worth having, because this is just going to look amazing sat next to your Corsairs and your Wildcats and your Dauntlesses and Avengers and Hellcats and all that. So yeah, shame we haven't got a good 32nd scale Hellcat, isn't it? We've got the Hasegawa one, which is very old and simple. We've got the Trumpeter one, which is an awful shape. So there were rumours of Tamiya doing one. It'd be so nice if they did. So let's have a look in this beautiful box and see what we've got. So typical HPH style. It looks like you're sort of going to get, you're not going to have to go out and just buy loads of extras, although I know this kit is the basic kit and there are other extras you can get on top, which we will look at later. But basically we've got our instruction manual here. We've got some a decal sheet there with some lovely stencils. We've got some buckles and stuff on PE there. We've got what looks like HGW seat belts there, so that's a nice touch. Did I see some more photo etch in there as well? No, I thought I saw some more photo etch. So we'll have a look at that in a minute. We've got the lovely big clear sprue. Very nicely moulded windows, framing I mean, so it's going to be easy to mask, although no doubt somebody will come up with a masking set. Although saying that, this may have a masking set in it, so we shall see. So we've got one sprue here with one fuselage and one wing. You can see by the size of my hand how big and chunky this is, like the size of an Avenger. It's huge, a massive tail. Again, same on the other side. And then we've got another bag here with some engine parts in. It's all very, very crisply moulded. We should have a close look in a minute. The ribs, the ribbing on the engines look lovely. And then control surfaces, firewall. We've got our cowling there with moulded open flaps. Got our main spar. Not quite sure what they are. Tail planes there. Thought they were in one then, but they're not. Lovely moulded detail. Cockpit, headrest there. Got the canvas effect around the headrest there, so obviously just had a canvas cover to go into the rear fuselage or into the gunner's position behind, I'm guessing. And we've got the gun mount there and everything. It's all very nice. Nice wheels and tyres, no flat spots on the wheels and tyres, but beautifully moulded wheels front and back. We'll have a good look at that in a minute. Nice sturdy undercarriage by the look of it. Flaps, machine guns, some formers for the undercarriage bays, I'm thinking. It's going to be there. And then we've got another pair of lower wings, formation lights in them, and then you've got lower tail planes as well. So yeah, very, very nice indeed. So that's what we're getting in the box. Let's have a look at the, oops, that's supposed to be stuck down. Let's have a look at the instructions. In fact, let me get this cleared off and then I'll come. Okay, I've got everything all unbagged now, so we can just get right on with this review. So we've got a lovely instruction manual, glossy paper unfortunately, because you know how much I hate glossy paper. I'm not sure if it's going to be glossy inside. Yes, it is. So very Edward-ish in the drawing and everything. But basically, as you know, normally with HPH you normally get, with the resin kits, you get a CD-ROM or a CD or whatever, and generally you download the and print the instructions if you want to, or you just have them on your laptop in front of you, and their instructions are generally sort of more pictorial with, you know, a load of resin parts and this is how it all goes together and there's the assembly. They're not sort of your Airfix type or your Tamiya type instructions. So this is, you know, for HPH, this is a first kit for them. They already do a resin Helldiver, but this is a first for them, and I've heard that they're going to be going into injection moulding. And if we look on the back here, this is what's coming our way. So we got an Aichi Val in 32nd scale, a DH100 Vampire in 32nd scale, which would be nice, a Bumblebee in 32nd scale, and a Let L13 Blanick, looks like a glider, in 1/32nd scale. So they're going to be coming soon. So there we go. Right, so let's have a look in this instruction manual. A few words about it here. Designed in the 40s and manufactured 43-45, which really surprised me when I just read that, because I always thought the Helldiver was a very early war aircraft. I thought the Helldiver would have been like 42 to 43, but no, all the way up to 45. So that's very much surprised me. I thought the Helldiver was they stopped using it because of other aircraft, but maybe I've got it the wrong way around. Maybe it's the Dauntless they stopped using. I'm sure somebody will tell me in the comments below. So 7,140 aircraft of all variants were built. This is a short run kit, so it's for experienced modelers. Plastic modelers produced by short run technology for experienced modelers under 14 years old. I think what they mean is over 14 years old. So here we've got the additional sets you can get. So I have asked Ed to quote me for these, so he's going to get me a price on all these, and when they come I will obviously do a review of them as well. So you've got landing flaps, which are PE, so it's basically going to be like a photo etch Edward set. Bombay, so you can open up the Bombay and have the Bombay will open, that'll look good. Open gunner position, I'm not quite sure what that means, but we'll look into that. Weapon set, bombs and rockets, well, obviously that's something you're going to want. Control surfaces, photo etch detailed set, and folded wings. Now, I don't think I'll have the folded wings, but we shall see. So basically what they're doing, they're giving you a kit, and then they're giving you the option to buy all the extras for it from them, rather than, you know, buying the kit and then having a resin engine set from Edward and something else from someone else and blah 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 and going like that. So it's sort of one company putting it all together, which should mean it all goes together really, really well. Or you might just want to build the kit out of the box, have it stood there looking pretty in its two-tone blue paint and its big white tail, and that's it. Anyway, sprue callouts here, which is nice. They've got the colour callouts as well, all in MRP, which is cool because Ed has just had a big new delivery of MRP paints. So they are lovely paints to use. They come straight out of the bottle and use. You've seen me use them a few times, but they do very much smell, so look into that. So we've got our sprue callouts there, and then some more sprue callouts with our photo etch parts and our PE and our fabric seat belts, and then we've got our decal sheet there. So quite a busy looking instruction manual. As I say, it looks very Edwardish, and I'm sorry the lighting isn't very good. I can't get the bright lights. What I'll do is I'll okay, a bit of a reposition in there so you're not getting glossed out all the time. So right, construction starts with the instrument panel. By the look of things there, we've got the instrument panel going on with decals behind. I would be tempted to put a sheet of acetate in between there to replicate the glass fronts and look amazing then. And then we've got the seat here going together. We've got the harnesses, fabric harnesses with the PE buckles. They're going to look amazing. And then you've got here, we've got the bulkhead going together, fire extinguisher, floor, seat, control column there, mechanisms all down the side here. And then we've got a forward bulkhead. We've got the instrument panel with rudder pedals, it looks like, going in there. And then we're going to build up this box here. This is for the rear gunner's area, I'm assuming. And then this is going to be the mount, I'm assuming, for the gunner's seat. We've got some bits and pieces going in here. This is going to be the shelf where your rear gun's going to sit. So, all looking cool. Then we've got all this detail over here, and all this detail going inside the sides of the fuselage, the cockpit walls. So that's going to look really, really busy. Everything is colour coded, so everything is called out your paint colours, which is a real nice touch. A lot of kits don't have that these days. Engine going together down here, so we've got the engine halves, or cylinder halves going together, and then you've got the ring around the middle. And then we've got the rear cover going on with the push rods, and then we're going to add some piping here, exhaust pipes I think. And then around here we've got the front going on, so you've got the front push rods, the ignition ring, and then we've got the gearbox cover. We've got the magnetos here going together, and then we've got this looks like exhaust or intake. Hard to tell when you look at them like this. And then this is going to be the shelf for the radios and everything. This is all very detailed, again with gauges and that. Get your acetate in behind there. Okay, right, so, sorry, got disturbed there with a postman. Right, so we're putting in the main spar here into the fuselage halves, adding in the cockpit, adding in the gunner's rear area, the gunner's shelf, radio shelf going in there, and then bringing the fuselage halves together. Firewall going on here. Jess is making lots of noise now. Firewall going on there, and then the upper wings are going to be glued to the fuselage and the main spar, which is very unusual. Very unusual way of putting it together. And then we're going to cut a section out of the wing and put in a grill or whatever that is there, or maybe a light. So, going over the page. Now we're going to add in all the detail. This is lots of these spars, ribs, whatever you're going to call them. They're going to go into here for the Undercarriage Bay detail, which is a real nice touch. So that's going to look stunning. Again, remember this is all plastic, it's not all photo etch and stuff. And notice everything is colour coded. Everything has got a call out for a colour. I'm assuming all that in there is going to be zinc chromate green, or is it going to be the fuselage colour? Let's have a look at the colour charts. Yeah, interior green, so it doesn't follow along with the Hellcat and everything. It looks like they just left everything green. Then we're going to glue together the lower wings, and we've got this is going to be the rear wall for our flaps in here. And then we've got some formation lights going in there, and it's telling us what colours to paint them as well, which is a nice touch. Putting the tail planes together, we're all over the place here, aren't we? Put the tail planes together, then we're going to build up the front cowling. So it's nice that that goes together and then slots on, so we can deal with all the seams before we put it on. And you could also probably, if you just push the propeller on, you may be able to have this so it pulls off so you can see your engine and stuff. Not sure what this is here. This is exhaust, sorry, this is the exhaust area. So you've got a fairing and the exhaust going in, so thin them out, get them nice and painted up. This here, I don't know what that is. Is that a gun mount? Not sure what that is. And then you've got the engine going on, cowling going on, we've got flaps going in, we've got the lower wings going in, tail planes going on. So now it's starting to read like a Helldiver. This is going to be the mechanism for the gun, the pivoting mechanism for the gun, and then we've got the machine guns here going onto that mounting and slotting that pivot down inside. Then we've got all the bits and greeblies and aims and everything. That's a PE part. That's a nice touch. Going in for the aiming of the gun. Then we've got the shield there, the armoured shield. Armoured shield's here to protect the gunner. And then we've got the PE aiming device there, which is nice. And then we've got this mounting that's going to go on there. It's telling you not to glue, so it's all going to be movable. Nice touch. And then we've got the actual gunner's seat here going together. And again, we've got fabric straps, PE buckles, really nice touch. And then this here, I don't know what that is. That's part of the gun mechanism, I'm guessing. And then we're all over the place. And then we've got a tank of some sort, an oil tank or something, is it? and that's going in there, and that's going to fit into the clear part there, it looks like. And then undercarriage being put together here, so we've got the wheels going together, we've got the brakes there as a separate part, which is a really nice touch. I've never seen that. Separate oleos as well. It's going to look amazing detailed up, this undercarriage. And then we're putting the undercarriage in, adding all the bits and pieces here, the doors and everything. It's going to look lovely. Separate prop blades, so you're going to have to make sure you get those blades properly aligned. Spinner going on. And then we've got the what's this, the gunner seat. I can't see what I'm looking at, guys, because you don't get the reflection, I do. So gunner seat going in here, guns going in on the mounting ring and everything. So that's all lovely and detailed. Don't really see why you need extra detail sets for this. I mean, I can understand having the bomb bay open, but I mean, the detail set must be something else. So we've got the arrestor hook going on here. Oh, that's the tail wheel. Looking at there, duh. And then we've got the, is that going to be bob weights or actuators for the rudder and the elevators. And then we've got here, what's this here? This is bomb mounts. We've got bomb racks there, and then we've got some leading edge slats there going in, and then a little, I'm not sure if that's a pitot tube or something, adding bits and pieces to the sides, little fairings it looks like, for the sides of the clear parts. And then we're going to drop all the clear parts and the propeller onto the rest of the fuselage, and we're done by the look of it. Yep. So we're looking at our colour callouts, or colour schemes, and there are two by the look of it. Yeah, we've got two different schemes. That's definitely the one to go for. So you've got the light blue over the dark blue over the light blue, and then you've got the beautiful big triangle tail white design there. You've got the white in the middle here, and then the blue wingtips. That's a really colourful one. Or if you just want to go for the plain dark blue, you got this one over here with the white stripes on the tail. So that's all cool, all looking lovely. And then here we've got our stencil data. So we've got lots and lots of stencils going on. For a World War II aircraft, that's a lot of stencils, blimey. So we're getting all the stencils in the kit. So there we go, that's that. That's the instructions, painfully done with the glossy paper. I wish these companies wouldn't use glossy paper. So decals, looks like they're ordinary decals. I didn't notice in here any instructions on how to put the decals on, so I'm assuming they are just ordinary water slide decals. They have no instructions on using the decals. No instructions on using decals. I've just noticed here transparent foil. So they've got these parts here circled as transparent foil, but they're decals. So 1A, yeah, okay. Work that one out later. These are normal decals by the look of it. Or I'm guessing what they're saying is you just cut these out and don't use them as decals. Just cut them out and glue them on, and then you've got the glossy face. Now, unfortunately, I'm looking at these decals here, and I've got a register issue with mine. Just looking at that there, you can see on those instrument faces, they're out of register with the backing. So that's a bit of a shame. And I think we've got the same issue down here. Looking at these, looks like the register is slightly out. Come on, camera, focus. Do better than this. So, but it's a beautiful decal sheet. Got lots and lots of stencils and everything. But unfortunately, as I say, my kit, I've got a register issue. So I'm going to get onto HBH and see if I can get this replaced, because you can see here, I've got a white line. I've got a white line appearing here on the bottom of the bar. So I think I might get onto them and see if I can get it replaced. They are very, very good with replacing parts, HPH. Really, really good. But, lovely, lovely decal sheet. And then we've got here, we've got the HGW seat belts, which are really, really nice. You cut them out. I would put some, although actually no, sorry, they peel off, don't they? I think they peel off the backing. I don't remember now. I'm sure they peel off. But anyway, if not, you just paint the backing or stain it with some coffee or something, and then what you do is screw them up into a ball and then flatten them out, and they look really realistic. And then if you want to put a wash on them, they really do pop then. And then we've got a very, very small photo etch fret here, so that's very nice. It's just got some buckles, some ammo on there. You've got the aiming gear for the gun, and that's it. So you've got buckles, ammo and aim and gun aiming, that's it. So a very small little photo etch fret there. So let's get rid of this block and get the board flattened down. So first thing we'll do, we'll have a look at the clear parts, because I didn't get those out of the bag, so we can get them out and then bag them straight back up again. So the clear parts are lovely. They are, for their first attempt, this is absolutely amazing. We all know how good HBH resin clear parts are, and this is just beautiful. And this is what I say when I talk about Airfix and stuff. You can see here they've got one injection point and one outlet point. Okay, so the plastic is flowing in one direction all the time through the mould, so you don't get these cold fronts, which is what Airfix are famous for, because they'll have a sprue gate here and a sprue gate here, and then the plastic flows in from both ways, meets in the middle, and you get a mark. But if you notice, all the big boys like Edward and Tamiya, they'll generally just have one sprue injection point, and I'm sure that's the way to go with clear. But they are very clear. If I just grab this Decals sheet and we look at the stencils through those parts, look here, you can see there is like no distortion. You're going to get some distortion over the top, but absolutely stunning. They are extremely clear. I mean, you can see the wrinkles in my hand through there. It's just absolutely lovely. Look at the can up the front, the windscreen's like. Beautiful. Really, really nice. Very, very nice indeed. So let's get those back in the bag, get them protected. Don't want them getting scratched, do we? So get the decals protected as well. I've got a pair of parts over there for safekeeping. Right, let's have a look at some of these sprues. So the first one here, we've got the starboard side of the fuselage. We've got recessed rivets, recessed panel lines, and it's all very, very crisp. We've got raised detail there on the rudder, which is beautiful. I'll show you close up in a minute. We've got recessed panel lines and Zeus fasteners around the engine covers there, or the rear engine covers, should I say. Access panel for something there, and then we've got rivets on the wing fairings, which is nice. And there's some raised detail. Oh no, it's not raised, it's just the edges. There's detail there right on the edge on the join line, so we'll have to be really careful with the assembly, careful with the Mr. Surfacer and everything. And then on the inside here we've got the wheel well detail, which is beautiful, and then we've got the interior detail on the sidewalls of the cockpit and the gunner's area. Beautifully done. There's an ejector pin mark there. I don't know if that's an ejector pin mark or if that's supposed to be there, and that's it. There's a mark up here, but you're never going to see that. Beautifully done. Right, so let's have a close-up look at this detail. So you can see on here, really nice, really crisp, very trumpeter-ish surface detail. But the surface detail on here is not very trumpeter-ish, it's very fine and beautiful. Really, really nice detail on there. And then moving along the fuselage, you can see all the detail around the front end. And then the same on the wing surfaces. Come on, camera. There we go. It's got access panels and all sorts going on there. Really, really lovely. I'm not sure where the wing fold is. I'm guessing it's going to be this line here, because the undercarriage is in here. So if you're going to get your wing fold set, I'm guessing we're going to have to do some cutting. There's no scribe line on the back, but I'm guessing that's going to be the cut line. But it's a big old bird, and when you put this together, it's a fat fuselage. See how fat that is. Get it underneath. See, she's a fat old girl. There's my hand. You can see it's it's big and it's chunky and it's got a huge fin, and it's just going to look absolutely stunning as a built model. It's just so different. The Helldiver is so different, but really, really nice. We've got the same on this side. We've got all that lovely interior detail in there, and yeah, really lovely. As I say, for a first kit, this is something else. So put those down there out of the way. Next sprue is the engine sprue. So again, we've got two banks of cylinders and then 2 halves per bank. We've got our gearbox cover there. We've got the centre ring there, exhaust and intake, whatever, I don't know which is which, and then we've got the push rods there. It's all beautifully moulded. It's a little bit flashy on this end. We've got some flash around here, flash around here, flash around there. In fact, there's flash everywhere on the smaller parts. But I would rather have some flash from them packing the tool than have sink marks and short shots. So, you know, and you can see on there the ribbing detail on the engine is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sorry about the shouting you can hear in the background. We've got some new neighbours moved in, and they have the noisiest kids in the world, and they have an old lady living next door. I feel so sorry for her. And all they do is shout and scream all day long. I can't wait for them to go back to school. So here we go. We've got tail planes there. You can see the beautiful surface detail on there. Propeller blades. And then we've got the main spar. Obviously that's going to form part of the undercarriage bays. That's why it's all detailed up. And this is part of the exhaust system by the look of it here and here. Firewall. Beautiful detail on that firewall. And then you've got the cowling. Open flaps. No internal detail on the flaps. Maybe that comes in the photo etch set. Got some gear doors there. Got interior detail on the gear doors. All beautifully done. No ejector pin marks. If these guys can do it on their first injection tool, why can't everyone else? You know, there's no ejector pin marks on any of this. You know, you've got 1, 2, 1. You know what I mean? There's one on the inside of each cowling now. Why can't everybody else do it like this? It's okay, we're getting into the detail bits now. So this is the rear bulkhead. You can see there they've captured that canvas cover beautifully on that bulkhead. And then we've got the cockpit floor. This is the gunner's mount area. Then this is part of the gunner's area. Or is that the shelf? I'm not sure. That might be the shelf for the radio. And that's the shelf for the radio gear. We've got gunner mount there, ring. More gun mounts there. This is that tank or whatever it is that hangs up inside the clear part in the back. Gun mount parts there by the look of it. Some more bulkheads. Some raised rivet detail on there you can see, which is lovely. And then some sort of tank or something there. And then we've got some radio gear there. Okay. So yeah, the rivet detail is lovely on all this. Take a wash and some dry brush and it'll look lovely. Very nice indeed. You've got detail on the outside of there. And you've also got detail on the inside, but I think that would be drilled through anyway. So these wheels are something else. They've got detail like I've never seen before. So we've got wheels, undercarriage legs. We've got the fairings for the exhausts. This is the tail wheel mounting. This looks like undercarriage parts here. A little bit flashy, but hey, you know, I'm not going to knock them for it. It's their first kit, first injection molded kit. Very, very nice indeed. I've just noticed something on the engine sprue. Yeah, you've got this little Infinity Models logo down here, so you could cut that out if you wanted to. So yeah, wheels and tyres all looking nice. We've got this is the prop mount here. It looks like it's up to you to get the rotation right on your propeller blades. It's gunner's seat there. Some more boxes here. Tail wheel. These rings here are the brakes, I think. And then you've got the, where are the brakes? There's the tail wheel there. I can't think where the brakes are. Can't see the brakes on here. Anyway, give you a close look up at these tyres, and if you notice on the wheels, you've actually got the wheel detail inside as well, in the back of the wheel. So you've got the wheel face here. So it looks absolutely amazing. Undercarriage legs there. All nice and chunky. Very nice indeed. Very, very nice indeed. Exhaust there. And you can see that on the end of the exhaust, you can see this is the exhaust in halves, and they've thinned out the ends for you already, so you don't need to do that. Beautiful. And here we've got all those lovely ribs that are going in your undercarriage bay. Do a bit of research. I'm not sure if these are going to be through holes. I think they probably are. And then we've got all our lovely diving flaps here. Really, really nice. I think they should be drilled through, shouldn't they? I'm not sure. Somebody will tell me in the comments below. But a bit of research, a few photographs. You know, we've got Google. Research has never been so easy. But yeah, very nicely moulded. You can see got some lovely detail on there. Really nicely done. As I say, there's an aftermarket flap set for it. So, and then finally we have our lower wing surfaces and our lower tail planes. So very, very nice indeed. Some lovely detail on there. You can see very crisply done. All recessed rivet lines, recessed panel lines. Beautifully done. Lovely. So all in all, a beautiful little kit. Well, not so little. And as I say, you know, Ed's doing it at Premium Hobbies for $89.95. Use your code NMB10, you get this for £81. Little bit disappointed about the decals. May get around it. I may just email HPH and ask them for a replacement. But it may be that they're all like that. It is a very, very slight out of register, but it's annoying that such a lovely model has got that issue. So there we go. That's been a review of the new Infinity Models kit from Infinity Models. SB2C-4 Helldiver in 30-second scale. And as I say, get onto Premium Hobbies, get yourself one. Use the code £81. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.